Yes, I do.
Do you have a dirty little secret?
Yes, I do. I'm Australian.
Something hidden or that you're ashamed of, something that you're not willing to cleanse, but something that you're definitely covering over.
I think about the time where I became addicted to sex. It came to a point where I was actually realising that it was getting out of control, and there were just like more and more added to my list, and I didn't know what to do.
One of the things that I struggled the most with was my addiction to alcohol, and drugs and cigarettes too, but primarily it was alcohol. And after I got saved, after I met Jesus, he did take that away, and he took away the desire, and he let me walk with him. But there came a time when I rebelled from something that God told me to do, basically, and I got hurt through that, and I went, because alcohol was my solution to all my problems before, and I just went straight back to it, and I thought, I tried to blame God, and he showed me, you're already in my hand, and I won't drop you. But I thought, maybe I was testing my faith, but I tried to press back into that, tried to press back into the drinking and the drugs and that lifestyle. But when the friends I had around me then were all Christian, and they'd never seen that side of me, so when that did manifest through that, they really hurt a lot of people, and they didn't expect that from me. So that was revealed in a really bad way.
My secret got revealed when I asked God into my life, and he basically just showed me that this, because it's getting so out of control, it needs to stop, because it's actually damaging what's inside of you.
I remember in Romans 6 it talks about dying with Christ and being crucified with him. We're baptized into his death, and sin has no power over a dead man. But when we crucify ourselves with Christ, crucify the old man, we get raised with him as well. We hope for that, and that is the power of God to break free, to break us free and to break our chains. Sin will have no dominion, and it doesn't today. I've been sober, smoke-free, and free from drugs for 21 months. And I couldn't have done that without Christ, and it is one day at a time, and it's daily bread. But God is faithful, and he will set the captives free. He said, whoever the Son sets free is free indeed. And I believe I'm a testimony of that today, by the grace of God.
Yeah, so it came to a point where I was a love slave to someone, where that's what you create when you have a soul tie through either sex or anything intimate. And I ended up having to get prayer for it, and God basically showed me that it can damage your life, and it was damaging my life to the point where I felt worthless and felt everything that a soul tie is, because it's bad.
It does help to be accountable to somebody. If there's someone that you can trust, if you can just come to them and they'll be, trust in their confidentiality, and lift it up to God. Don't keep it in here and try and wrestle with it, because you'll always be overpowered. The devil knows what our faults are and what our weaknesses are, and he'll just hammer them. But we can speak out our addiction or our dirty little secret, you know, and that just takes the power out of it, man, you know, and then we can just push it over. So just talk to someone, eh? Don't keep it to yourself, and don't be ashamed to come to God about it, you know, because that's what Christ, He made that way for us to do that. You don't need to be ashamed.
I'd say if it's affecting you to the point where you can't take life anymore, you either, I saw a counsellor, and but basically when I saw that counsellor, that's when God started coming into my life, and He wanted to be that counsellor, so I reckon find a local church, or anything that makes you feel like you're not going through that addiction alone, because there are people out there that have the same addiction. And one thing that I could see when I was going through this addiction was that once I asked God into my life, He showed me that we're all a family and no one goes through it alone. Yeah.